Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my Channel 5 Mirror Tarot. Ooh, yeah. I hope you're doing well. We're going to get into it because they told me to jump right in with all this. We will get into it, all of it. And I thank you for clicking on this video. And this will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good. But we're going to also release the karma for the highest good of the entire collective consciousness, and that includes difficult, tacky, toxic people. You're the incorrigible ones. Yes, it's happening, though. This is what this is. It is. Yes, it's happening. Vast inventory of love for you. Do you believe in magic? And then, because we always do open read many subjects. You just being who you are and showing up, you are scaring the wicked willy out of you know who and company. And you lay your head down to go to sleep and you going on a magic carpet ride. Crying out to those incorrigible, toxic people. Quake with fear, you tiny fools. So you keep buggering on, collective. The Wheel of Fortune is for you, matey. On a magic carpet ride. You keep creating futures that are a sublime level of fantasy for your life situation. It's kind of like, pinch me, am I dreaming? No, you're not dreaming, it's happening. And you manifest your own fairy tale, legendarily. So, showing up for yourself, because it's what you do. And it means forging your version of a magic carpet in your dreamscape to gain mastery over your happy ever after. I know I'm up on a ladder. Hold on. We don't want anything unfortunate to happen. It says you all coming together, earth and air and fire and water and the spirit, holding everything together for you. And look at all that growth. What's going on? These are your ideas. These are your energies coming together in your own skin. And we've got the Chariot. You moving forward, healing yourself, doing an awful lot of cleanup work in this incarnation. If you believe in incarnation, you clean something up in a past life. Whoops, you clean something up in a past life. With the Queen of Wands. Oh, look, we got a lovely suit. Oh, look at those two. What a handsome couple. Oh, look at that color popping. Now then, I thank you for clicking on this video. And this will be a channeled message for you, for your highest good. That's why we also release the karma for the higher good of your butt nuts. Your difficult people. It's usually not just one. There's little clusters of them. Hold on. So, I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. And I really appreciate you. I welcome you. And I thank you so very much for being in this moment with me. You come in here and you show me a kindness. And as always, collective, I love you so, so much. And I'm so proud of you. Now, like all things in Tarot Land on YouTube, I guess in other places too, you just take what resonates and you leave the rest. But because I deal with bullying, the specter of narcissism. It's like a Klingon, isn't it? Latching on to all of our social contracts and messing everything up in this world. Yeah, narcissism has always been here. Always had bullies. Always had bullies. And on my channel, bullying stops here. Now, wait a minute. I got vertigo. Let me get over here. Between 3 and 4 in the morning, I do my meditation. And I have both of the, I use both of the Fraud oracles together because it's just more fun for me that way. Oh, I got the boy. I got the boy. I got the boy. To me, this is Peter Pan. Ooh, flying. Look at dun 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 dun. You're flying. You're flying. Just a little pixie dust is all you need. The boy. Yeah, between 3 and 4 in my meditation in the blessed morning. You're bound for adventure is what that means. The eternal boy is Peter Pan. There is a part of you like Peter Pan that stays forever young. I don't care what your gender is. Boy young, masculine young. Oh, the part of you that wants to seek out adventure. You want to live dangerously. You want to live heroically. And one day, gloriously. You know, fighting pirates. So that you can roam free forever, your soul in your, well now though, in your own lively skin. No, but I mean it. That's your energy. And that the red is going to be the Kundalini's, your root chakra activation. The orange part's going to be sacral chakra, which is close to having courage to speak your truth. It's close to your throat chakra. Oh, close to the heart chakra, speaking your truth. And then the enlightenment, leveling up, bossing up, though, whether you want to stay young forever. I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to, da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. You, feeling, I'm telling you, you're treating yourself really well. You're treating yourself, taking really good care of yourself. And you're enjoying it. You're getting off on it, dare I say, you're getting off on it. Now, that was the Fraud, so we just tapped into the fairy realm. We're going to do the angelic realm in a minute. But we're getting ready to do your open read. You manifest your own fairy tale, I'm telling you. Showing up for yourself. Forging your own pioneer version of yourself. But before I do begin, if you want to support this channel or just say thanks, now's an absolutely great time. You can hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel. You can share this video on your socials or drop a comment with your thoughts. Any of that helps the channel big time. But I love you, my darlings, for doing right now to help me. I know. It's exciting for me when you start. It's like I feel like I'm responsible for you, for your spiritual growth. Yeah. Well, you're venturing into Don't Give Effect television because you are. And permission's not granted to link or to repost this video. And this video is for educational. This video is for spiritual. This video is for entertainment purposes only, all across the board. This video doesn't refer to any specific person and should not refer to any specific person as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support an allegation that the maker of this video believe or support a claim that anybody, any person is literally a narcissist or a bully or butt nut. But I feel this love connection. in all dimensions, known and unknown. Our soul family. When you subscribe, I have a pet name for you. You're my bright light. I know you are. I'm talking to you there, my one person for sure. You show up every day. You make me so damn happy you have no idea. But I feel this love connection is going to be so strong. Once we start growing the subscriptions, the shares, the blue hearts. If there's a hype button, hype, follow on Facebook. Now, if you're joining me today, there is a reason for seeing this message. And you and I, we have been on this journey in other dimensions, because I've only had this channel since the last week of June. So I'm a young channel. Well, you've been aligned with me from the beginning, if you knew about my channel yet or not, because I'm thorough. And we're still in Saturn retrograde, which is moving you from the known vibration of the known into the uncomfortable unknown, because it got you in your north node. Well done. Keep doing it, because now's the best opportune time right now to harness Saturn retrograde. You dive into introspection. You go inside. You're communicating with yourself in a new way. And you're doing a reevaluation of your long-term goals. You first. You reset your obligations and responsibilities to you are the priority first, and other persons, places, and things, I swear it works, will fall into place around you using your appropriate boundaries, of course. And you maintain those boundaries until they work. Your soul wanted to live with no pressure, is why you were guided to 5 Mirror Tarot, whatever it was that made you. I thank you, though, for clicking on this video. And the space is loving. I feel it is a safe place for us to be, right here in this safe place collective. And I want to build a wonderful, collaborative, magical place every day. That's my aim. And you have the power to embody your authenticity while you're in here with me. And I want to support you, but you're going to support yourself through your own narcissistic adventures on all levels, persons, places, and things, because I'm telling you, you're fabulous. You have the power to project grace and calm in your 5D consciousness, balanced, grounded, stable, connected to the divine, especially when setting boundaries with toxicity on all levels, while actually solving problems. What a relief. Now, the content shared here is based on publicly available information and research, especially like I just did. Part of it was the tarot and the fairy oracle. That reading, that little tidbit, that little blurb, that little teaser, that is for your enjoyment. But the PSAs are a hoot. Those are to encourage thoughtful discussions and provide awareness about the specter of narcissism and bullying, coping with bullying in our society, because it's there, isn't it? Leave me a comment. Drawing from original versions of fairy tales, my PSAs are not sanitized on 5 Mirror Tarot. At the end, they reveal how the tales illustrate each stage of the alchemical work, the iterations required to achieve, getting them PSAs out using the tarot and the oracles and the proud fairy oracles together. We do it every day. All individuals mentioned in this video are treated with respect if they are a real live breathing person, a real honest to God 3D person, or a 2-dimensional character in a fairy tale. Well, either way, all in this video are treated with respect and with utmost dignity. And no disrespect is intended towards bullies or narcissists in these fairy tales, or the bullies and narcissists in your neck of the woods. Little Red Riding Hood. For real, at work, at play, maybe you're in community theater. And it's showtime, And you got to put up with some divas backstage. I know. Or at work. I know, and that fun at work. At Christmas time, they change. Or anyone connected or focused on during this beautiful reading, because sometimes I tell jokes, which would be me speculating or sharing my opinion on something. But see, on my channel, tarot is self-help. It's a tool used on my channel. So the viewer, I want you to enhance your self-awareness. I'd love for you to build your emotional resilience up, and the tarot can help you set boundaries with a toxic person with a cherry on, put a bow on it. I use fairy tales whose own origins coincide with narcissistic traits. Of course I do, and that's why I use signs and clues and jokes related to the apparative phases of using the tarot and my proud fairy oracles together to explain for you, you're the empath, the stages of the path of initiation to being who you really are this morning. Well, every morning. I'm here every day. This is for entertainment purposes. I'm trying to make a playlist for you to peruse to document these lovely tarot enhanced channeled messages with accuracy and sensitivity and respect. And this transformation this morning for you, collective, that is your confirmation during this reading. It's for your enjoyment. This reading is your confirmation to get you heads up what you need to be doing for today and what to expect. And I love this, very centered and authentic. And you are open to learning. I know you are. And you're so loving and so beautiful, so magical. To me, you're a big feckin' deal, collective. I want us to be collaborative and connective in this space right here with me. I want you to enjoy it, because I do. You're attracting more and more unconditional self-love on all levels to fortify you for a fabulous future. That's my guarantee here on my channel. And I'm so excited. I absolutely love on you. I cannot wait to do it all again. Like tomorrow, I get to do it all again. That's very exciting for me. And I feel this channeled message. Well, this channel was designed to help you free yourself from somebody toxic. Whether it's a person in your environment or a past person. You are like needing to create that energetic separation. Oh, that would be a relief. As I feel for you, that would be a relief. Or perhaps you are letting go of a program a toxically fueled individual taught you. And you have emotions that are entangled in that vibe. There is anger and a lot of frustration in the mix, right? Well, you got mastery over it so you can release it. Remember, this part is an open read, many subjects, many blessings. There's a lot here, a lot of stuff. And there is some resentment there, but it is safe for you to come right in here so you can free yourself from all of that. I feel once you come from a place of being free, you must free yourself on an emotional level. And I encourage you to do that. I do. I feel for you. So let's change the way that you interface with the whole wide world. Let's change the way that you even see the world. Let's change the way that you intercut with your environment, collective. Let's change the way that you interpret how you feel about life's little adventures coming into your world. Yeah. How do you feel about certain toxicities coming into your energy? All the damn time. They don't quit, do they? Well, I want you to love living in a new reality. That's what I mean. I want you to please free yourself. Be happy. You're noticing your unconscious patterns have been draining your energy, collective, and you don't want that for another Christmas. The narcissistic abuse and the bullying, that creates motivations in your own skin. They project their insecurity onto you all the time. They pull on your energy all the time, and you realize it. That no longer serves you to keep tolerating it, so for your own highest good. You're not into beating a dead toxic horse anymore. You've been doing it for too long. You can't tolerate it. I want you to replace toxicity with being receptive to what your own intuition and your discernment is telling you. Every day I want you to remain receptive to your own higher intellect. I want you to instill a higher level of reasoning. I want you to blend logic. I want you to blend logic and your intention to listen to how you talk to yourself. Communicate to yourself. To access these spaces here on 5 Mirror Tarot, well, it will require a lot of emotional work, but we do have fun here. Every day we patiently show up for ourselves on 5 Mirror Tarot. And we keep feeling all of these feelings, and I feel that we can uncover that onion layer after layer after layer of shadows. All these places inside of each one of us, collective. When you subscribe, I have a pet name for you, become a bright light, because I see your soul light. You look at those shadows inside of you, all of us. Those shadows we were not aware of is what I'm talking about. And then you show up daily. And you really are loving these aspects of yourself. And that's why I'm proud of you, because I see that between 3 and 4 in the morning when I do my meditation, and I look at the entire collective consciousness, and I start with the soul tribe first. I start with you first, and then I spread out to the rest of the collective. So this video was created for informational and educational purposes under the principles of fair use. The goal of this channel is to grow a huge playlist. I almost have 170. I've only been here since the last week of June. I'm a baby channel. So the goal of this channel is to discuss and analyze those videos on that playlist and document these true public service announcements I share with you using the tarot and both of the Fraud Fairy oracles together. Viewer discretion, though, is advised, as the fairy tales I discuss are pretty grisly. These are not the ones that Disney picks. A lot of these fairy tales I pick are really, really real ones, especially the Grimms, but some of the others are pretty, too. But I know how to speak a magic language on YouTube without getting in trouble, don't you worry, as the topics discussed may be sensitive. because my PSAs are talking about bullying and countermeasures for educational purposes. Or they could be disturbing as hell to some in the audience if it's a child, because they like fairy tales and want to understand why they can't listen to this fairy tale. Because they can't. My channel's not. You've got to be 18 and older to understand. But these are timeless readings. No matter when you or if someone you love is being bullied and don't know what to do, share my videos. Let me break the ice. So you just walking up to them cold's a crapshoot, because they could clam up and you get nowhere fast. Share my video. We love our auntie. She's a cray girl, but she takes care of us. She's safe. See? Did you get to see just wanted you to watch like just 5 minutes. Did you watch the video? Yes. And I think I'm with a, what does she call it? A squirrely butt nut. Got it? Now you can talk to them about it. See, we opened the door. You got your little foot in the door. Share my videos if someone's being bullied. Even if it's a child who can't really see the material, share my video with the kid's mother. Got it? She can figure out, because bullying's a bullying. And mommy or daddy can watch my videos if they're 18 and older. And they can process the information and teach, their children at their pace to protect themselves. Got it? Now then, this is where we do the open read mini subjects, because there are so many messages here. There's a lot of stuff here. Nothing makes a divine child happier than making the devil mad. Oh my goodness. Toxic's elevator doesn't go to the top floor, period. The closer you get into Christmas, they're going, what did that Daffy Duck thing he used to do in the Looney Tunes? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo, while he was doing handsprings all over the place. That's what y'all squirrely people are doing. There's something about this angelic high vibrational frequency, though. It's being tapped in by all of you. I saw that this morning during my meditation. And it hits your sweet spot. Because it does. Serene, period. Refers to love, wisdom, inspiration, connection to mystical authorities of the divine. Hierarchy of the angels know the vast expanse some call mansions of the Godhead and glory of the Trinity to be. But yours they are clearly insane, metaphorically, because of how selfish they are. It's insane. It's outrageous. No reasoning with them. Next level insane. Next level chock full of nuts. Do you need patience? No. You need to just avoid them. You need to go elsewhere with people who do care about you. Narcissistic, a difficult one, is clearly cut off, out in the cold, trying to be shrewd, but they can't pull it off. Used to work on you before, but not anymore. Exorcise when they need the exorcise. To call to account, or to banish evilly disposed spirits. Oh, it's the fake crying, though, that makes you smile. You're toxic. It's the fake crying, those crocodile tears, trying to buffalo you. It just makes you smile. They behave like a rabid pit bull. Or better yet, a raccoon. A drunk face-down raccoon. That was the funniest thing I saw on Saturday Night Live. When that little gal was dressed up as doing a raccoon, she did an excellent job for the weekend update. Poor Colin. You attune yourself, though, to balance out the moon's energies if they become overwhelming for you. But it's a strange world we live in, collective, with all of these strange human beings that so toxic. Well, this person continually trash talking you. I know. Another shady black mark, a stain. Anger makes people forget the importance of loving kindness. Fair teamwork for you. Evident success with that fair teamwork. That could be at work, or it could be in a love relationship, or it's just you and your own skin. Taking really good care of yourself. Beaches, 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 sand. Feeling at peace. Time to be able to reflect on balance of your physical, your emotional, your spiritual self. Tapping into your intuition. And like it. If you have a person, you both desire to seek out every way to become deeply devoted to loving each other completely. By each one of you individually, you love yourself completely first. Then you will attract in the resources you need energetically that way. Keep your chakras in alignment and your freaking egos out of it while we start there. Don't get your behindies up off your throne. Tunnel vision. Old fangled circumstances and relationships may start to breathe with refreshed life and vision and activity. These are the good people, not your toxic ones. Ones who do care about you. Divine angels bring justice. Spirit's plans for you cannot be stopped at all. They just can't. Living with ease, that's life's ease, in a crazy toxic world, which entails miscellaneous affirmations that you share with yourself and communicate. Self-love practices. During your meditation, during your prayers and your fasting. And that helps you to cope. You're not in lack. Carried away. Spiritually, you're theft-proof, anti-theft. No one can steal your thunder for your spirituality. DED body. Feeling meh, feeling lifeless. Dead weight vibes. Need to rid yourself of something or someone in order to be able to progress. No life left in you. You're spent. Yeah, you burning that candle at both ends. I saw that this morning between 3 and 4. Not for all of you. Quit it. Every time you do that, you feel like really crappy, and you promise yourself you're never going to do it again until you burn that. You had to. No, you don't. Pushing yourself till you burn yourself out is what you get. Angel, angel, angel. Help is there for you. Just ask for help, and you wouldn't have to do that. Peace and love and divine guidance is here for you. Just ask for help. That's all you have to do. Success late in life due to powerful brain. A new world was born for you all. I love your humor, though. This morning I saw you were cracking me up. Your willingness to just throw it down. You are bad. You're bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Don't worry about endings. Quit it. You don't want to do over with these toxic pricks. Someone's trying to bully you, and it backfired, and that someone's hella mad. Pluck your eye out. So mad they could spit spit vibration, metaphorically, because we're on YouTube. They do live in some kind of sick fantasy, though. I'll give them that. Scarier and scarier. Life creates many situations that are unsettling around these boobs. Even abhorrently toxic ones where trouble arises and they want you on the threshold of danger right there with them all the time. You're like, no, I don't have to. I'm not gonna. This unimaginative crud is easily led into foolish or even criminal actions. He or she is being kind of creepy. He or she is passively sensual, aggressive. You know, Roman hands and Russian fingers use discernment. I don't care what your gender is. You be careful. Oh, I have no idea here. Okay, I still have a head cold. We're gonna go with this. Running out of the Grimms that are, God, some of those Grimm's fairy tales are, jeez, they wrote a what was it? A trilogy like Lord of the Rings. It's just one very long fairy time. Just so I've kind of burned through a lot of the short ones. Yeah. If I'm hydrating, I love water. You need to hydrate. You need to settle in. Because I'm going on the other side now to start throwing your tarot cards down, because we have fun. Don't we? Let me get over here. Oh, good. The candle didn't go out. Tea lights keep going out. And I'm superstitious. I was taught that you don't blow a candle out because you're going to piss off the element of fire and the element of air. Unless it's your birthday and you're making a birthday wish. You take a spoon and you put that candle out, or you pinch it with your fingers. Got it? But you don't blow a candle out. We got the Sari, the fairy godmother. I love her. And so you got to let some of your little young people go and learn. They're going to get burned. They're going to make mistakes, but you got to let them. Lover's card, that's you being committed to doing what's right for you. 8 of Cups. You're leaving a shell behind where other people assign these things that you're flaky, you're this, you're that, you know, your little negative naysayers, naybobbers. You're taking the flame with you, but you're leaving that old vessel. It doesn't apply to you. It's never been true about you, but they forced these characteristics on you that aren't you. 6 of Pentacles. I saw you getting an into your frustration on up. 6 different levels in the Temperance card. So, you have scared the wicked willy out of your enemies. They share no, they shake. And then you shake, I think that was Zeus. Shake with fear, you tiny fools. Or it was Frankenfurter. This is Mars and Aries energy. Warlike energy. You're a dynamic pioneer is what you are. Domination is having mastery over the situation that you are in, for good or bad. Now, I saw this morning some of you are like, got mastery over being in the other dimensions and doing the astral travel. Every time you shut your eyes on a magic carpet ride, creating futures that are sublime. Fantasy life situation. But it is happening. So, do you believe in magic? I think you will. And if you don't believe, you better get superstitious. Well, you get to manifest your own fairy tale, just like Prince Ahmed in 1001 Nights Tale. Showing up for yourself means you energetically are purchasing your own magic carpet that can transport you and your passengers of your choice anywhere that you wish to be in the blink of an eye. I got vertigo. I nearly fell over. This is what I mean. You got some young people that need to learn a life lesson about maybe they've got a friend that you know that little friend is a little But your child has to learn if that friend is fickle on their own. Then they can come to you and talk to you about it after they've learned the lesson and either got hurt or they grew from it. And in the meantime, in between time, this is the commitment that you have to showing up for yourself so that this stuff with this person's child, it could be a child or a grandchild, you know, it has to learn a life lesson because they're young. You don't worry about them. You worry about you being your most authentic self and keeping your inner peace as it is within, let it be without. It'll work itself out with them because you went inward instead of meddling. You went inward to let everything settle into place. That's what I'm talking about. You're getting up and leveling up to where you're supposed to be. You like being this way going into the future. You got to continue this way. You take the flame with you, the energy with you, but you leave this little tacky vessel that's constraining you, that constricts you, that they said you were flaky. You've always been flaky. As a child, you were always messy. Your room was always messy. Every child's room is messy when they're 5. Who the feck are we kidding? And here you are at 35, and all they talk about is how messy your room was when you were 5 feckin' years old. Or 16, that's something you did at 16, and you're a full-grown ass adult with a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old. You're like, what the actual F, man? So you leave the container behind. You take the essence, those parts of you, that's your shadow. You integrate that fire into you, embrace it. You're showing up for yourself by doing that. 6 of Pentacles, it's an end to your frustration emotionally. Overall, actually, on all levels. And by doing everything I'm saying that came before, you've got everything is in alignment for you to go forward by just one job. Keep showing up for yourself. Everyone else around you will start to fit into place instead of the fresh hell you are in all the time. That nonsense stops. What crosses your situation? This is Mars energy. You carry dynamic active powers of activation, and this is Aries, Mars. Okay. Mars is tied to Aries. The pioneer energy, who constantly seeks new ways and new methods of pure advancement to move you forward. When you show up for yourself. When you show up for yourself. I know. You are prominent and energetically you go inward and you learn to communicate deeply with yourself in a new way, and you enjoy the hell out of doing that. You enjoy it so much you're treating yourself extraordinarily well. You create a green silk magic carpet embroidered in gold because you deserve it. And you deserve the universe supporting you. You deserve to be supported. You command the wind. Because you do. Oh, look at the little fairies of the future. Oh, look at the fairies of the future. Look how laid back they are. Grounded, balanced, centered, connected to the source. Oh, all cups. 10 toes down. 10 toes and fingers. And your ability to manifest messages, very loving messages to yourself, and the way you communicate with yourself about your needs being fulfilled in your own skin, setting boundaries with yourself and maintaining them. And boy, holistically, are you coming out on you've never, I don't care how old you are, you've never looked this good. You have never looked this good in your entire life. I don't care how old you are or young. You never looked so fine. Basis. The basis. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Well, your drive forward finds new directions because you've got a lot of new opportunities coming. And wands are represented by a thunderclap vibration, like Ivan the Fool of the Russian folk tales. Tsarovich Ivan. Leave me a comment if you know about Tsarovich Ivan in the Russian folk tales. Well, you show up, you speak your truth as you live your truth, and sometimes you gift yourself. I told you you're taking good care of yourself. The same magic carpet flown in the Vich Baba Yaga in Russian folk tales to help you in your astral travels and your journeys, in your dreamscape. Astral traveling, this happens a lot as the veil's really, it's in a very strange state just before the winter solstice. The veil changes from Halloween, how it feels at Halloween, right? Veil thin. Then November 1st, the veil goes right back up. Well, come Christmas, it's a few weeks later, where the solstice, the winter solstice. That's life in death cycle is what that is, because all things go to barrenness. We can't grow food in the winter. There's snow everywhere. It won't work. The sun, we don't have enough sunlight. Correct? So that veil changes. And laughter. You're bringing laughter in for the new year. Because we've had it being serious as a feckin' heart attack all the time enough. See, we're waiting for the solstice to happen. And then Friday's going to be, Friday's going to be the 12/12 portal. Here it is. What did I just say? Look at that beautiful portal. Where this shith isn't going to be able to follow us. We're in this protected bubble. Here it is again. And then it solidifies it. Alchemized. Protects, and then look, we're really shielded and protected. And look at how happy mankind is. Isn't that a beautiful? I like that, Holy Spirit. Ace of Cups. Great big huge communication for the whole planet. But this is your cup is filled to overflowing because you're in your heart space. In transformation. In your heart space. I'm so proud of you for that. That too. Okay, the Empress. Over the next 2 weeks ahead of you, it will play out. You're sick and tired of this pure destructive energy brought to you by toxic people, places, and things just in time for Christmas. You're like, talk to the hand. I am not doing this. Not this year, but just like Aladdin, you know, Aladdin, there's a Disney film, right? Well, but Aladdin in Shah Shorazad's 1001 Nights, Aladdin showed up for himself, and he got a genie, he got a flying carpet, and he got Princess Jasmine. So Disney actually combined Aladdin from 1001 Nights and Prince Ahmed from 1001 Nights. So Disney combined into the one character of Aladdin into an animated film in 1992. So you got the roar card as you being obnoxious about not putting up with their crap. And they have a tower moment because you setting a boundary with them. Because you're the emperor and you know, I don't care what your gender is. You take action, you know what the hell you're doing and setting those boundaries. 10 of Wands. You stop being burdened by all of their toxic crap because you gave it back to them. And you level up to being the empress. And that's what crowns you, collective. But you get the renewal anyway that accompanies all of the destruction that they're going to try and, not just you, their scorched toxic earth policy. They've got a hard on for everybody, but especially you. Showing up for yourself, though, is crucial for your soul growth. You must build self-trust, authenticity, and resilience to keep nipping your bullies and your negative influences and influences in the bud. You've had enough. Like, I have had enough of this. I have not. And you're almost rowdy about speaking your truth, but it's appropriate. You're still in your 5D, grounded, balanced, and centered, but rowdy about getting your points across. That you are tearing out toxicity and you tell the people to their face, that means you. Cutting you out, not putting up with your crap, going no contact from you. And I don't owe you squat. Diddly squat. Empress and emperor in you. In your own skin that gets you to see that mountain of crud. That's all that crap that they were making you deal with. Not anymore. Move on down the road away from, okay, I don't know if I can show her. And then we've got our lovely Empress with your emperor in your own skin, so that your manifestation to culmination skills are awesome. But you know that. You knew that. Ooh, I like that one. Definitely in the future. Harmony and centeredness, free to be, having command of yourself. Oh, and this new way, because the way you're communicating with yourself in your self-talk, in your heart space for you love yourself unconditionally. You enjoy the hell out of prioritizing your needs. No more disease to please. Fuck that. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually cleansed. You are creating consistent momentum this way. I told you I like operating this way. This is way cooler. I'm going to do this forever. Faff. The faff. This is the foot fungus fairy. He'll wash your feet for you. Well, what this means is the fairies are giving because they keep putting their toxic foot in their own mouth. So this fairy's going to give them hoof in mouth foot in mouth disease. They just keep stepping in it. You're toxic people. That's your Christmas present from the fairy realm. They're going, I can't get enough foot spray. My feet. Where did this? They're being vexed by the Eastern Quarter, by the fairies. Well, also your angels and ancestors, when they put in the matches between their toes and lighten, what's that called, a hot foot? They're giving you, your angels and ancestors are giving them hot foot. But Thaf here is the foot fungus fairy. I am not kidding you. he sets out fairy justice. Ooh, and it's going to be a deep dive into this dark little cycle that they're being pulled into to keep them busy and out of your hair. Now, some of you, these are people at work. Someone might come in with a sore foot. An ankle, an ankle brace or a cane because they're sciatica or something. It's that fairy. It's that little fairy right there. You thank that little fairy right there. They're keeping them out of your hair, out of your way. So that you can, this is you going through that 12-12 portal and then some. Off you gonna go into the astral travel. My goodness. My goodness. I'm so proud of you. You're brave enough to do it. Okay. Like that. Okay. In the place in your environment of hope. Taom the poet. Oh, that's you going balls deep into your creativity. Knight of Swords, being able to communicate your premise and sell and negotiate it. If you're an artist especially, but this could just be at work. Trying to maintain legal contracts so you don't breach it so you can get paid. Some of you've already done the work. You're going to get paid. Even if they're being weird about it, you're going to be paid. Queen of Cups is you've got the savvy to figure out how to attract that to you. Two of Wands, and then decide what you're going to do next because you took care of solved that little problem. The remembering to show up for yourself. The condition demands that you energize. You collected quite a concentrated and you've proven the courage necessary to embark on new paths. You're supposed to remember that. You keep fostering your best levels of your genuine self-love, and that's what literally helps you allow for deeper connection to others, because you're going inwards and connecting to yourself first. And you really want a clear pursuit of life, of your life purpose from now on. Like, next 40 years or 10 years, depends on how old you are. If you're 80, right? If you're 80, yeah, then look at the energy around your creativity. Look at it is so relaxed, grounded, balanced, centered, and connected to the universe in alignment with that Temperance card I showed you. So it's so solid it can't, in the past things would get away from you and they wouldn't gel. Almost in alignment, because they weren't in alignment. But they're saying that it's so strong, your talents and skill set so strong, this can't happen. It just can't. That always happening to you in the past, it can't follow you into the future. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And here you are getting paid for something you've already done the work on, and you deserve to be paid. and you have the wisdom in the inner divine feminine to savvy this, to figure out what needs to be done so that your divine masculine, your divine masculine aspect is who will take action to do it, to be successful at doing that. So that, see, you decide what you're going to go do next. What's going to do that? I'm bound for adventure. Remember that you're bound for adventure. Through the boy card, Peter Pan, right? And, ooh. What did those around you think of you, collective? This is all about you being your own primary supporter of all things. You. Honoring your fabulous core self. You are the pioneer of your futures. And will not be thrown off your square by any person, place, or thing. You're done with that happening to you too. You are an indestructible soul. And I'm telling you, the more you embrace and realize that you've been through hell and back where most people didn't survive it, you did. Most people who had their wits intact said that you were a flake, you were a half-wit, remember? Half-wit though you might have been, you got out alive, and you need to recognize that and embrace it. Celebrate that you are still standing, all things considered. Well done. Well done. Ooh, and you're alchemizing so much right now, troubleshooting, alchemizing it. And see, you've elevated on your path. You're not even taking the same path that gets you nowhere. Look. You changed the trajectory. Just that little smidgen, and now you've got these opportunities coming in where no more picking the cup with the rattlesnake. The 6 and the 7. When you narrow something down to maybe that 7th one is something that would have thrown you off balance. So you sacrifice something in order to get the 6 of Cups, would be reciprocation, fair exchange of energy. And what it is that you're growing, you graduate. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. Who am I reading for? Queen of the Shadows. I told you. You, those parts that you discovered about yourself and your shadow side, why you need them, and you're delighted as to why you need them. You're not being shame and guilt over those parts of yourself. You embrace those parts of yourself in the crown. Your heart's desire. Scorpio and Pisces. The squirrely people are lost in stagnation. Stay away from them. So that doesn't splash on you. You've got stuff to do. Try to obstruct your flow, interrupt you, your time, your love, your space, your money, disrupt your life at every turn. Just have to. They try to create emotional blockages to just piss you off. They want to drown everybody in their pity, in their misery, in their misfortune. Because misery loves toxic company, they figure. But you are staying away. You love taking intentional action. You're higher vibration for every level of your well-being. And you stop waiting for others to give you external validation, especially if they're toxic. You don't want their validation. Juggler. Ooh, King of Wands. Boy, strength, strong in whatever it is you're creating here. Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the Crone. You juggle it all. And you juggle your way into becoming the King of Wands. Manifestation in Aries. You could be Aries. You could be Sagittarius or Leo. Say Leo influence, pushing you forward in your healing. The self-love healing practices brings you that bright new beginning where you say what you mean and you mean what you say. And you're very careful in setting these projects up so that you nurtured them and they're going to grow and bear fruit because you're so wise. This is in praise of the crone. This is the ease of life that you've earned. Getting the love you deserve in all levels of your life. Not just in the bedroom. It could be in the boardroom. Toxic people's energy is thankfully fizzling out. It's fun to meet your own needs, though, isn't it? You know your worth. You know your worth is reliable. Now, squirrely people, their brains and their moral compasses are broken right now, so stay away from them. Too much overindulgence, too much eating, drinking, too much pleasure, not able to renew themselves or recharge. Miss the foulness arise off of them, stay away. You can count on yourself in your own skin. So you foster deep inner trust in yourself. You go do that. And you have the confidence to be vulnerable and to be open to those who maturely communicate with you. You dare to set limits, or you dare to stand by someone. You stand up for someone who's being bullied, who needs support for real. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Look at you. This is having mastery. Going inward and showing up for yourself is how you fix things. It's the only way that you can. This is them going to try and muddy the waters and shake things up and tear you down because misery loves company and it doesn't work. You're not crying over spilled milk. They are. You're at the top of the wheel of fortune. You're going onward to do that. You don't really know your ship's coming in. You don't really know what's beyond the horizon, but you know you're supposed to go in that direction. Because you're being guided to do so. Angels and ancestors. Which gets you to the Queen of Passage in the Shroud. You're not tempted by the things like to burn yourself out. To keep taking action to try to fix things. You're not doing it that way. You're doing it. See, you're going in your astral travel, in your dreamscape. Some of you are having your adventures that way. With Peter Pan. It's very healing, this process for you in those dimensions. So that in new ways you keeping everything together and balance as the Queen of Pentacles anyway. But this is learning to do it in new ways till you get used to it in your North Node. By following your intuition. Being obedient and listening doesn't help you if you don't listen. And then they're going to turn into a bull bugger and bastard narcissist, bully, impossible, childish. And this is them when they get little Fufa fairy, the foot fungus fairy, going to get them. Putting their stinky fungus filled foot in their mouth, and so their mouth won't hold soap. They can't do anything either. It's just like, going to just be miserable. Then you go over there and be miserable, and you leave those of us that have a life alone, quit trying to throw all of us off. And I mean it. They're going to go after everybody. They're trying to get everyone trapped in their head because they've got this special power to rule everyone's emotion. No, they don't. You and everyone else, this is the returning back to showing up for yourself, period. Because it's fun. You've never had so much fun. Now we're going to do the angelic realm. We tap in using my grandmother's Bible. Yes, Holy Spirit. I know. So, shalt I find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man? Oh, yes, please. Trust in the Lord with all of thine heart, because I showed you that temperance card. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And lean not unto thine own understanding. Know yourself, and to yourself be true and in your convictions, but you still need to surrender over to, is what that one means. Now then, the one I did between 3 and 4 in the morning was Galatians 5:17. Thank you, Holy Spirit. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other. So you are not to do whatever you want. You know, like infringing on someone's personal space because you're horny, right? Don't impose your crap on other people. So, I so walk by the Spirit, and you will gratify the desires of the flesh, is all that your toxic people do. But if you are led by Spirit, you're not under or beneath the law. I know that nothing good lives in me that is in my flesh, because it's temporary. But I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. The devil made me do it. Defensive measure ploy. Oh, the devil made me do it. I hate that. But I see another evil law at work in my body, warring against me and the law of my mind, and that evil is holding me captive to the law of sin that dwells within me. These two forces, sinful nature desires, and the force of knowing a godly nature desire, are battling each other. Your narcissist is in trouble for blocking your blessings on purpose. So you're God's earth angel. And God knows the reason that you are not able to carry out your good intentions needed to obey God, to do what you're being instructed to do. Your narcissist speaking to God, I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do. That's because they're confused. I know that I am nothing good. Nothing good lives in me. That is in my flesh. They know that they have limitations, spiritual limitations. Well, you keep buggering on, collective. So, you think you know the story about The Sale of a Wife. This is a historical and informational for those purposes. It was widely believed in country places that if a husband put a halter around his, like a leash, like you walk the dog, a harness, right? Put a halter around his wife, and he literally offered her on the market for half a crown. Okay, this behavior of the first husband shows this is a severe crime, and it is a definitive manifestation of the abuser viewing the wife victim as an object to be used for personal gain. Yeah, he would be quit of her. That would be done with her. If he would find a purchaser. Well, there was an incident exemplifying this remarkable belief that occurred in Oxfordshire in the mid-19th century. But for this story, for the wife that got put up on the block to be sold, to get a new husband that way, to honor your core, means to swear off people pleasing crapola for good. Look where it got that woman. Her first husband sold her to her second husband. Well, you love to show up as your true self. You're getting a kick out of it. Now then, the truth is far older, and according to Carl Jung, in this fairy tale is much darker, and this character's fate was far too disturbing for your run-of-the-mill fairy tales. So I changed it. So, The Sale of a Wife, it is a fairy tale. A cobbler at Blackburn used to ill-treat his wife. That would be devalue and discard. One day he put a halter on her, around her neck, like the apparatus used on the walkers in The Walking Dead in the first season. It was a big long pole so they can't bite you. And then it... So I told you I changed it. In this case, so that The Sale of a Wife fairy tale, he put a halter on her around her neck like the apparatus used in the walkers in the first season of The Walking Dead, because in my version of this fairy tale, she's a walker. She's a zombie. And he said he told her, I'm going to sell her. Well, she was good with it for some reason. I bet that reason would have something to do with she's a walker. She's a zombie. She's a zombie. Well, she was good with it for some reason. She was ready enough. So he put her up on the auction block. And people began to bid on her for fun. This is a really true story, except for the zombie part. You prioritize your holistic well-being. You use your self-care wisely. 2 of Cups. You see eye to eye with your soul. You're creating a permanent path for continuous personal development. And you have the ballsy courage to chase your best dreams. Anyway, this is a Jacob story. The narrative, but he had no money. But he borrowed 2 shillings, this man, from a shopkeeper. He wanted to buy the zombie wife. And when that wasn't enough, 2 shillings and 6D was cool. You've got one, said the auctioneer. And he got himself the wife of the living dead. Well, you nurture your mind, your body, your spirit to ensure that you have the energy to get you through this season, and you want to thrive. You don't want to just survive anymore. Well, he got the wife, this one purchaser, he got the wife, and she said that she was glad to go to him. Brains! And said, you've got me in everything about me because I'm one of the living dead. I expect. And he answered her, I'm not worried. He should be, because she will eat his brain. He said that he didn't care for hearing about her past, like how she became one of the walking dead. As long as he got her. Isn't that sweet? But she put her hand on her bosom. She had words. She put her hand on her bosom and she pulled out a bag with 200 pounds of silver in it. Pretty good for a zombie. And the old man who bought a little business with it, and she was set up for life. Like Mrs. Lovitz in Sweeney Todd, she could make meat pies. The people used to sing at the cobbler. They were yelling at him. Oh, Mr. Duckworth, you are a cure. You sold your wife for a beer, and now you live at Cuckoldsmore. So the first wife, they shamed and guilted him. This is a local legend. This really happened, except for the zombie part. Two of Pentacles. You, collective, you love to develop your inner knowing. You know your own values. You understand your needs, and you know your limits. Two of Pentacles. You establish self-love. Self-advocacy is so beautiful. I saw that this morning. Now, this is a true story. A man living in a house near the bridge bought a wife for about half a crown. Public opinion, that was the singing, was against him, and he was serenaded with rough music, yelling, and an angry mob collected outside of his home. He dashed out to greet the mob, wielding a pitchfork, and he drove some of the angry crowd into the river. But the feeling and the sentiment against him, it was just too strong. And he had to send his purloined, fear the walking dead wife back to her original cruel husband in the end. In the story, the purchaser was more fortunate, and the rough music was directed against the first husband, for he sold his wife for real for the cost of a damn mug of beer. He sold her for a beer. So you keep honoring your needs. Now, wife selling was an historical English custom where husbands sold wives, often symbolically, when divorce was impossible. Usually they sold wives at the market with a rope around her neck, sold for a normal sum. A ritual is sometimes prearranged, as seen in snippets about historical accounts of such sales. They really happened. This fairy tale involves complex, dysfunctional marital dynamics. In this fairy tale, wife selling in England was a way of ending unsatisfactory marriage, a practice that probably began at the end of the 17th century, when divorce was practically impossible to obtain, because it was. Now, these are the results. Isn't the 17th century custom, sale of a wife, a good analogy for when a victim is married to a narcissist or a bully? It's like going and like going hashtag no contact for the discard that occurs once she was sold for a crown to a new husband. She was sent back to the first husband, a bad-tempered, impulsive, and cruel husband who did it because he was feeling burdened by his wife, so he needed a beer. Yes, the husband forcing his wife into prostitution is what it also meant. Oh, by the way, get the children out of the room. And criminal form of abuse, exploitation, and coercive control. And it encompasses and far exceeds the concepts of devalue and discard within the context of a narcissistic abuse cycle. It was a socioeconomic interrelationship. Primarily, it was a working class concept. Toxic codependent ones, I might add, back in the day. You keep setting solid, realistic boundaries so that you can advocate for yourself from now on. You take consistent, intentional actions to self-heal going forward. It was consensual, but not legal. It had no real basis in law, and authorities' attitudes varied from indifference right down to prosecutions. However, communities often accepted the ritual as binding, and the wife was oftentimes a willing participant. It was one of the limited avenues for her to escape an unhappy marriage or an abusive marriage. That was for educational purposes. I told you. Now then. Oh my goodness, I thank you for creating a magical space with me today. And I'm so grateful. I love you. So, so much I love you. I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys. And I thank you so, so much for sharing this very centered, grounded, and connected space with me. Oh, every day. And I love the authentic, camaraderie on my new channel for learning. You know, we've got something to work with here, especially this morning. We want our soul tribe to be helpful for you and useful to drive things forward for you on a soul level. That's what I want for you. What we're working with here, lessons. But we do it consistently and very lovingly and gracefully, showing up for yourself, collective. Let's discover where you are ready to grow. Let's hear it for experimentation. And I want a big love poured over you guys. And so I'll say bye-bye. You go out there and have a really great day.